So, you want all the good in life. You want always to be happy, always to be smiling, always to have money, always to be in love. Sure, we all want that, don't we? Let's explore. This life is full of paradoxes, and one of them, which we will explore today, sits at the heart of our physical existence and thought. The human brain has learned to define things over the course of its evolution. It has identified many concepts and understood what to do and what not to do for survival. That's the brain's job, and it does it very well. Bravo. During this process of translations and definitions, the brain describes an arrival of something in their body as a feeling or sensation due to an event or an action or another feeling. The brain cells call whatever happens in the brain a thought. It defines a sensation or a cosmic event into a thought. Our brain has actually defined its own workings as well, and we call it thinking. And then it's also identifying all these thoughts, sensations, and feelings as pleasant or not pleasant, good or not good. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, good feelings, good sensations, purely based on the data it already has. For some people, a thought is very positive, and for others, the same thought is the end of the world. Memory, the brain has memory of what's good and what's not good. We create this memory. The brain creates the memory itself. Hence the world comes into existence. Our world, the world of duality, where good and bad exist. All events in this world, in a way, happen on a cosmic level. We don't really know what actually happens when we feel sad or happy. However, we define the results of it. We define them to understand and keep them in our memory. Then next time when such an event happens, we have a history of it, a memory, an experience of it, and we relate it to the same definition. This definition is what creates the paradox which we are investigating. For example, a thought, action, or sensation may be defined as good by one person, but by another person, the same thought, sensation, action could be defined as bad. We do this on a daily basis as we judge everything and every event. If we lose money because of an event, we define the event as bad. However, the money itself is not lost. Someone somewhere made that money, and for them this event, which led to them making money, is good. This is happening all the times in our lives. In every instance, there is a good and there is a bad, and that's purely perceptional. It is that good we humans focus on all our lives. We try and find good in everything. At work, in love, in health, and in life. Good which was defined by memory and conditioning. We chase good so much that it ends up becoming a personality. All the good in the world gets amalgamated into a person, which we then carry as a memory in our brains. You have that person in your brain, I have that person in my brain. The person we continuously compare ourselves to. The person we want to be, the person who's always good, never has pain, is always satisfied, is always hungry. That person is an invincible person, and in reality does not exist. We, however, want to be just like them. We want to be always good. Our brains carries this memory all the time. Just observe yourself and ask yourself, do you want change? Do you want to be better? Who do you want to be like? And what is this idea of this person who is continuously in friction with your current situation? The paradox occurs here when, by defining this good, we of course define bad, or the opposite of it. This issue occurs when our brains forget totally and completely that the bad also exists, because we define it. By defining good, the bad automatically comes into existence. However, we chase the good because we have been told to. You want to become only good. We only want to experience good, but the bad is also defined by us and lives in this world. By definition, there wouldn't be any good without bad. We create both of them when we define one. Hence, we will experience both of them in our physical life. However, we forget this, and there's an eternal battle within our minds between good and bad, between the person you are, between what is, and a memory of another person which you want to be.
Power on.
We forget both bad and good exist. They don't exist separately. They exist as a singular phenomena created by our own brains. This friction and fight between the good and the bad is apparent in our physical beings. Whatever we are experiencing, if we think it's not good, then we have frustration. We want it to be good. We are chasing all the good and not accepting what's happening right now to this person's life. This person's life changes. Good and bad is part of this person's life. You, however, have started associating yourself to this person's life. However, you are the one experiencing the change, the good and the bad in this person. You are not this person. The brain is trying, or the person or the brain is trying to change its current state and trying to become better, ignoring the reality of the current happenings of this person's life. Hence, not doing justice to your existence, which is outside of the brain phenomena. Your existence is here to experience the life in the now, as you have never been to anywhere else apart from now. By defining, hence giving meaning to, any phenomena, we create duality in this world. Good and bad, this and that. This duality exists in this world and will always exist. However, human memory hinges on all the good in the world and chases that, never wanting bad in their life. A bad which they created themselves by definition. The human brain goes into an eternal struggle to fix itself to be good, goes into thinking and more thinking, hence ignoring your presence, hence ignoring life as it happens. If you want good in the world, know that bad is also created by your brain and lives in this physical world. Understanding that in the world where the brain and the body live, hence this person you think you are, Sebastian in this case, there will always be duality and both good and bad will happen. Accept that. Understanding and accepting this will help the brain to liberate itself and remove the friction of trying to be better. It will become free from thinking about becoming better and serve its purpose to be here, present, alert, for you. Accepting its own conditioning, the brain will free itself from the shackles of judgment and thinking and always chasing good. You only have to show your presence to the brain so that the brain understands this. By not defining anything based on history, memory, and conditioning, the brain becomes so free and in sync that it can give any meaning and definition it wants to a given experience. It has removed, with time, once you become more aware of yourself, the brain looks at that and it removes its own conditioning. And with time, it removes a lot of concepts, memories, history associated with good, bad, pain, pleasure, or whatever life experiences you're having. With time, the brain can see magic and good in everything, in things you even consider bad right now, your limited mind considers bad. With time, once your brain's conditioning has dropped, you will feel love in everything all the time.